I hear the drums echo.
At first, my target market was just my fellow classmates. I focused on the freshmen, and what I would do was each night after we launched, I would fill up my backpack with the cups and the lighters, and I would go to a different dorm and be like, hey, I'm a fellow freshman, I'm just going around giving my classmates like free cups and lighters for this site I just started. And then after that, I started to focus on not just the freshmen, but the upperclassmen. We ran an Eat Cheap week, and it's when we got all of our restaurants to offer really good deals. It was great. That's like the first time we really got the ball rolling, got a lot of customers, and then from there on out, we kind of just continued doing that type of marketing. I would go into the restaurants and I would ask to speak to the owner or the manager, and I would just try and get as many places as I can at first. There's a handful of places that wouldn't even talk to me, but there's a handful that would and got on the website. My whole pitch was basically that it wasn't going to cost them any money and that we would only charge them if we brought them business. I have one employee who gets paid a little bit more and is in charge of the other employees, and I meet with that employee once a week to go over what the game plan is going to be for the week, and then sit down and have a weekly meeting with all the employees where they sit down and they go over the information. And then I like to keep them accountable by keeping Excel charts. So at the beginning of the week, I'll keep an Excel chart with what needs to get done for the week, and I'll go over that with the head person in charge. That's basically what it is. It's just a small group. They're all students, and we just try and communicate as much as possible to avoid, miscommunications. I flip out. Document everything on email. That's what I've learned. I'm young, so when it comes to managing employees and just running a business, there's a lot of trial and error. You gotta just figure it out as you go. But what I have learned is having everything documented on email is just best for everybody, because then you can refer back to things. I like employees that are really outgoing. That's the number one thing I look for. We'll give anyone a chance at that point who's good with people, and then if they're reliable, they'll keep working. And then obviously not everyone who's good with people is meant to work, so it takes a couple of weeks to see that, but that's what we look for.